Positive steps in the Russia Ukraine conflicts are coming. What we termed before that the ceasefire to become and the deadly conflict to be ended. The war is taking the lives of innocent Ukrainians. The war is taking the lives of innocent Russians. The bullets are targeting the human being. The missiles are targeting the infrastructure, the building, the schools, the Ukrainian infrastructure destroyed, everything destroyed. Then Donald Trump is struggling hard. Donald Trump is urging Vladimir Putin to end the conflict, to negotiate, and to reach a final agreement that end the conflict, the deadly conflict that is taking on daily basis the lives of human beings. Donald Trump is compelling Vladimir Zelensky on peace talks. Initially, he was unable to accept the peace talks, but now he is also accepting and visiting to Saudi Arabia. He met with the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman there, and Marco Rubio is also visiting to Saudi Arabia. A peace talk held between the Ukraine and United States of America. The mediators is KSA, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Donald Trump is interested in the Ukraine Russia conflict to end it as soon as possible. Some days before, Vladimir Zelensky visited to White House. A rare clash happened between Donald Trump, JD Vance, and Vladimir Zelensky. Vladimir Zelensky was urging the United States of America security guarantee that in future Russia will not invade on Ukraine, that Russia will not damage the infrastructure, that Russia will not target human beings of the Ukraine in future. But Donald Trump was urging to make a peace deal and not make such claims. And now in Saudi Arabia, they are reaching to an agreement that is to end the conflict. In a 30 days ceasefire occurred between the United States of America and Ukraine. The Ukraine is agree, but Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky is urging the United States of America that now to compel the Russia and compel Vladimir Putin that also make a ceasefire is their bullets are targeting our human being, is their missiles are targeting our infrastructure. Now Russia to decide. Russia will decide, but still Putin and Russia didn't give any response about ceasefire between the United States of America and Ukraine. But things are positive. The US is urging Russia to make a deal, to make a ceasefire deal just for 30 days is Ukraine did. And it seems that Putin will do it. Is it is clear that the US is interested, Donald Trump is interested, and to negotiate and to discuss the ceasefire as necessary. To proceed with the US, the ceasefire is necessary. And soon, Vladimir Putin will also announce a ceasefire. The world leaders are appreciating the efforts of Ukraine there. Emmanuel Macron is appreciating Vladimir Zelensky, Ukraine on ceasefire deal with the US, but also timing that Russia will decide that now the ball is in Russia courts, that Russia either to make a ceasefire deal for 30 days or not. It is in their court, and the Russia to make a ceasefire deal. The European leaders are appreciating. The Donald Trump is sidelining the Europe. Donald Trump is not including the European leaders. And initially, the US arranged talks with the Russia. They discussed it all. The Russia stance is clear. The Russia is urging Ukraine that not to enter into NATO. The NATO strength is also decreasing day by day. The US is threatening the NATO countries, the Europeans, the 32 member bloc that to spend more and more. Putin is happy that NATO strength is decreasing. NATO is no more that was before if the US pull back itself. Similarly, the Russia don't want that Western troops to be there. That Western troops to be there in Ukraine. The Russia consider the Ukraine a buffer zone between the Western powers and Russia, and that's why Russia claims that invaded on Ukraine, and also the US is hinting about Ukraine that it is unlikely that Ukraine to be entered into NATO, and the Western troops will also not be there. So things are difficult for Ukraine, but for Ukraine, and to support the people of Ukraine, the peace deal, the ceasefire deal was necessary. The US is not providing aid, weapons to Ukraine for more. The US is not providing intelligence services to Ukraine. That's why the Ukraine make a deal. The Ukraine make a ceasefire deal. Ukraine is not in the position to continue the war. That's why making a peace deal. That's why finding way to end the conflict in Russia is more stronger than in initial stages that invaded on Ukraine. The Russia economy is stronger than before, but the Russia, the Putin to make a deal, make a ceasefire deal, and to end the conflict completely. The deadly conflict is taking lives of innocent, the infrastructure destroying. The bullets are dropping on human being there. We want that the conflict to be ended as soon as possible. Thank you.